Matt Morris, mattmorris.com, on the beach here. Hope you guys are having an awesome new year. Wanted to talk about momentum today, and specifically one of the laws of momentum. There's, as I was walking along the beach here this morning for the last, 30, 45 minutes, this kind of came to me. Thinking about what you guys may want to hear, and I know we are in the beginning of a new year, and typically motivation is at an all-time high because everyone has New Year's goals. You've done, your resolutions, and you're excited about making 2020 different than your 2019. And, you see it all over social media. This is my year. What is it? I see so many times. It's like 2019 was just a warm-up. 2020 is the real game and all this, right? So what do we want specifically in network marketing? We want momentum. So we'll talk about that. And as you guys hop on, let me know in the comments below where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you're watching it live. Drop me a live in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, drop me a replay. And listen, if you enjoy the message, hit the like button. If you love it, hit the love button. And if you feel like this can add some value to some others, definitely hit the share button. And listen, if you're not subscribed over at my newsletter at mattmorris.com, you definitely want to hop over there. I share some juicy insights that I only share by email, and dropping you some golden nuggets into your inbox. And so let's talk about momentum. Momentum is this magical thing where you've been struggling for a while, and it's kind of like the analogy I use a lot in network marketing, it's like you're pushing a car up a hill, and you're pushing. There's times where you feel like, man, the car's just not going anywhere. And it may not be. The car may not actually be going up the hill at all. You're not increasing your organization, your product volume. None of that is increasing, but what you need to realize is that as you're pushing, you are growing and you're getting stronger. And those are often the foundation building phases. Quote that I use way too much is, if you want to build a really tall building, you got to dig a really deep foundation. And so realize, even when the car is not going up the hill, you are growing. You're getting positive from it, and you're building your foundation. Now, how do we get the car up the hill? And this goes into law number one. Maybe I'll write a book on this. And so, and I may change the orders around. This just kind of came to me this morning. And so the first law is this, and this is something I was taught early in my career, is personal momentum precedes group momentum. So in every case, group momentum comes after personal momentum. And very rarely does an organization create momentum from a leader who is stagnant, okay? If you're not doing a lot of personal production, if you're not making a lot of personal sales, you can't expect your group to go out and make a lot of personal sales, because we are obviously in the business of duplication. We know this, right? And so the other factor that is big, and this is probably one of the laws, is that it's the law of belief. And belief basically says that your organization is going to produce based on your ability to produce. And if they see you producing at a low level, guess what happens? They produce at a low level. And so I will tell you, you have got to set the bar high as far as a personal production standpoint. You've got to create that personal momentum if you want to expect group momentum. And I'll tell you, over the last 24 years that I've been involved in this profession, coming up on 25 years, I've experienced a lot of momentum. Okay, 5 years, no momentum. Okay, first 5 years, huge struggle, banging my head against a wall, frustrated, feeling like I'm not cut out for it, no light at the end of the tunnel, just questioning myself, like going to meeting after meeting after meeting and thinking, man, am I just wasting my time? Should I be doing what all my other high school and college friends are doing, and going out and getting a real job and getting benefits and having a stable income and all that kind of stuff? And thankfully I was just too pig-headed to quit, and I had enough determination to keep going. And here's what changed the game for me, is when I created huge personal momentum. I went out and personally enrolled 30 people in 1 month. Now, I don't know, there's obviously leaders who have done that, and there's leaders who have done a lot more than that. You don't hear about 30 personals in 1 month very often, but it changed the game for me, because when I created that personal momentum, I created a ton of belief. I mean, just undeniable belief that it was possible to go out and personally produce a lot. And so momentum happens when you have a lot of people doing a lot of personal production. I mean, that's really what momentum is. A lot of people doing a lot of personal production. Now, you can say it's a lot of people doing a little. Let me tell you, a lot of people doing a little is how you maintain. Okay? That's a duplication that keeps you going long term. But real momentum is a lot of people doing a lot of personal production. Okay? I mean, it may not be 30 in a month. That's crazy. I've never done that since. That was when I was 24 years old, and made a list of 300 people, and I just attacked it. I finally was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go all in. I don't care what people think about me anymore. They already know I'm in network marketing, so I really got nothing to lose. And so that is law number one, is group momentum comes after personal momentum. So you've got to figure out for yourself this year, what is it that's going to allow you to create personal momentum? What is it that's going to allow you to do that? Okay, obviously you're going to have to set some goals, and you're going to have some big reasons. What are the reasons why you're going to go out and produce at a really high level? And without big reasons, you're not going to do it. See, it's major decisions, and this is another law that I'll talk about in an upcoming live, but it takes major decisions. And as leaders, one of the things we do as leaders, this is a big nugget, is we facilitate big decisions. We facilitate big decisions. What I'm doing right now, hopefully, is helping you facilitate a big decision. Okay, and this is not the ideal situation, the ideal environment to create a big decision. I'll talk about the absolute ideal environment to create a big decision in an upcoming live here, but you've got to facilitate it for yourself. You can't look for a mentor, you can't look for your upline, you can't look for anyone else. It's not your spouse, it's not the approval of anyone else, your parents or your kids or anyone. It's just you. And so if you are on a quest to be an amazing leader in our profession, never forget this rule. You need to teach this law. Group momentum comes after personal momentum, and how we create personal momentum is all about a decision. And so what is it going to take for you to make a decision to create that personal momentum? So listen, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the shares. And listen, if you know someone who would get some value, definitely hit share. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter, hop over to mattmorris.com, put your name and email address in, and you will be subscribed to the most valuable newsletter in network marketing. Once again, thanks so much. Let's go crush it. Let's go. Take care.